Animal territories and human civilization are well divided, but still, animals may cross these boundaries and invade the human world, and the encounters with wild animals on roads are thrilling and full of action. So, get ready to get your mind blown. 11 most insane wild animal encounters on road. Number 11. Lion. Lions are some of the most social of all big cats and live together in prides. While they usually stick to their regular habitat, they may come across roads looking for a kill or something else. The king of the jungle decides to take a break from his kingdom and pay a visit to the humans. The lion can be seen on the road walking beside a car. While it is not clear why a lion would come to the streets, it's a magnificent sight. The lion comes across the road while chasing a kudu, and as soon as he spots the prey, he goes for the kudu and attacks out on the street. All the cars stop immediately, as it is a rare sight indeed. But if you think that the lions would not harm a human in our territory, let me get you out of the delusion. The lion seems to be all calm and cool beside the car, rubbing off its paws in the sand. While it may seem like normal animal behavior, the lion has some other plans. Suddenly, he attacks the vehicle parked beside him. Fortunately, the car's window is up, and the lion's attacks don't get through. Number 10. Swan. Swans are large water birds that can take your breath away with their beauty, elegance, and grace. Although swans are mostly found frolicking in water, you may run across them while they cross roads. This swan family can be seen walking on the sidewalks. It seems like the daddy and mama swan are heading somewhere, leading the chicks. But then a heartwarming incident takes place. This family chooses to use the pedestrian walkway while crossing the road. However, they stop midway, blocking the cars from moving forward. They probably got confused with the directions, but then a guy came forward to help them find their way. But this is not just one incident. Just like their cousins, here are some ducks crossing the street. These ducks are in a hurry and without much thought jump onto crossing a busy street. They are unaware of the danger that they are heading towards. However, a policeman comes to their rescue and saves them from getting trampled by cars. Number 9. Cape Buffalo. Cape buffaloes are some of the most common prey for many predators, but also one of the most aggressive creatures you can come across. Considering their aggressive instinct, it's safe to stay as far away from these gigantic creatures as possible. You don't know what will tick them off. Like these two buffaloes that are strolling on the street, they decide to block the street for some reason. Keeping in mind their safety, the driver decides to slow down the car and eventually stops. And it seems like there's some plans in the works. After a while, these creatures decide to clear the road for the car. But what happens next is straight out of an action movie. As the car slowly starts to gear up, one of the cooperative buffaloes runs and bangs its head into the moving car, almost lifting and knocking it down. Seeing the danger, the car immediately drives off from the area. Number 8. Bison. Bison often cross highways and roads for better pasture. They can walk miles together in herds, and it shouldn't surprise you if you see them crowding in the highways and causing traffic jams. And if you see them, it's advised to not provoke them in any way, because these guys can crush you if they get mad. Just look at this herd of bison sprinting onto the road. Just a sight of it can make your blood run cold. And think about the people who got to experience it live. It got really scary when a few of them came running towards the car and 2 of them were almost about to hit it. But fortunately, they had a change of heart and spared the car. These people in the car got the shock of a lifetime. As you can see, a few bison are coming towards the car. But then, things get a little crazy. Their numbers grow into the 50s in no time, and the show's not over yet. Their number even increases to the hundreds soon after that. Well, they didn't harm anyone here, but what if they had some other plan? I can't even imagine. However, in this next footage, you'll get to see the real terror of a bison when it's angry. The bison herd is loitering on the field. One of them, however, seems very furious as it is rubbing its hoof against the sand. And then comes the much anticipated tussle. They walk to their arena on road and start their own wrestling match. But as soon as they realize that the people are enjoying their road show, they stop fighting right away. Hey, you gotta pay for tickets if you want to watch a show, man. Number 7. Deer. Deer move around in herds, and coming across them on roads is a sight to behold. Sometimes, predators may chase deer and force them to run for their lives. In such scenarios, they may not mind crossing congested roads too. These bunch of deer eating from a man on the street is sure to melt anyone's heart. This guy brought some food for the deer. Seeing this, the herd cannot contain their happiness and start poking the man. Yeah, it seems like they didn't have breakfast this morning. They come one by one to the man and get their breakfast meals. Next time you spot a deer, make sure to ask if they have skipped their breakfast or not. But don't you dare ask these furious deer for breakfast. This herd was in a real hurry. They were probably running late for some urgent appointment or something. They took over human streets, stopping cars to move for a fairly long time. However, all these people waited patiently as they watched the herd practicing their high jumps and low jumps on the street. If there was an animal Olympics, these deer would have surely brought some gold. Along with being athletic, a few of them care for the law as well. These deer decided to cross the road through a pedestrian walk. As a kind gesture to these law-abiding animals, the people stop for a while and let the deer move. Halfway into the street, the animals stop and probably wonder what these fellow humans are looking at. Later on, the people start moving to distract the deer's attention and get them to cross the street. These toddlers spot a few bucks on the street, and as a friendly gesture, they decide to offer them some food. These bucks, however, get confused and probably think that the kids are charging at them with weapons. They decide to move to some other place, but later realize that they were simply being given food. So, one of them comes near a kid. He patiently waits as the toddler feeds him with so much love. It is indeed priceless to watch how animals and kids bond. Number 6. Monkey. Monkeys often intermingle with humans and roam around in cities. And at times, they may create a ruckus on roads, jumping around, beating each other up, or attacking other animals. Nevertheless, they are fun to watch. Have you ever seen so many monkeys at one time? Just look at their numbers and how much hurry they are in. A few of them also get involved in a little brawl out of excitement. However, they are soon back to their monkey business of invading others' territories, climbing fences, trespassing on sidewalks. A war is taking place between two rival monkey factions here on the roads. The monkeys have occupied the roads and are simply not bothered about blocking traffic. Wonder what triggered this fight, but the monkeys just look unrelenting at the moment. After some time, due to prolonged honking by the cars, some of the monkeys quickly vacate the road space and take refuge on the sidewalk. What chaos! Number 5. Black bear. Black bears have been observed a lot to move around human home ranges. This invariably brings them near main highways, backyards, and pathways. Some places in North America even caution residents to be wary of running into one of these beasts. The mother bear is cautious about her cubs. She carries one bear cub across the road, and soon the other cubs follow her. But one cub instead chooses to climb up a tree. The mother bear rushes towards the cub, pulls it away, and carries it off, with another following close by. The drivers on the road wait patiently for this family drama to unfold. Don't expect black bears to be civil on roads all the time. Here, two male black bears are beating the hell out of each other. It is an Yorkshire wrestling match as both try to pin the rival. The cars line up to watch the bout live. The bears continue to punch and kick each other in the meantime. After leaving the lanes, the traffic resumes, but the fight continues on the roadside. Number 4. Alligator. Though alligators stay mostly in lakes, rivers, and ponds, it's not surprising to see them on land. But surely, you don't expect one of these animals to suddenly start walking on the road without a care in the world. The fact is they do roam around on roads sometimes for reasons best known to them. This alligator seems to be in no hurry while crossing the road. When you see the animal in this state, you'd hardly know how dangerous it can be to its prey. Fortunately, killing seems to be the last thing on its mind right now, as it moves about at a leisurely pace. And just like that alligator, this one in the next footage also has the same kind of attitude. It's probably the playtime for this giant, as this reptile is sweeping across the whole golf course, searching for its golf yard. Thank God, his love for golf has kept him from going on a killing spree. Number 3. Leopard. Watching leopards on the streets is indeed a thrilling experience, but that can turn into a nightmare at any point. These big cats can kill you with one swipe of a paw, and I think that's enough for you to understand to keep your distance from these predators in your next safari. Spotting a leopard on the street is no less than a wonder, but spotting a leopard cub on the road will just make your day. The cub comes out onto the road to say a hi to the humans. The cub is so adorable that people start coming out of their cars to film this cutie, but the mood suddenly shifts when he tries to bite the people. Well, it's just a playful bite. After some playtime, the cub returns to the dense forest. This leopard cub probably went out when his mother's gone hunting and he lost his way. Look how he's getting confused seeing the open car doors. However, he chose to go back home instead of staying with humans. Number 2. Elephant. It doesn't matter if they're from Africa or Asia, elephants just don't give a damn about traffic rules. It's a common sight in many different places to see these biggies in large herds along with their calves on streets. At times, it's indeed fun watching them, but sometimes elephants may go on a rampage and damage properties. The entire traffic has come to a halt. An adult elephant blocks the cars from moving as a young calf, along with other members of its herd, are seen crossing the road. The entire herd of elephants is crossing the road. They seem to have taken a dip in the mud and water somewhere nearby. While crossing, they pay no heed to the cars waiting just a few feet away. A huge herd of Asian elephants is crossing a highway in Thailand. People are happily photographing and shooting the entire incident. The elephants seem docile as the entire traffic has come to a standstill. A man asks cars to stop as an elephant crosses the road in Sri Lanka. After a while, on a highway covered with woods on both sides, a large elephant herd moves and crosses the road. Most of this herd look to be females and their calves. Like humans, these animals also run and cross the road. Good to know that the sense of urgency isn't unique to humans when crossing. Number 1. Elk. Elk are large and gorgeous. If you see them on the streets, that can be a pretty exhilarating experience. However, you have to be cautious because even if they're a deer species with the humongous weight of 700 to 1100 pounds and those long antlers, these creatures can definitely send you to a hospital. These elk got on the road and decided to create a traffic jam. While it is unclear as to what they were intending to do, they surely got some people scared. Things seemed to get out of control as a giant elk started to come towards the car. Fortunately, it passed without causing any harm. It is as though blocking roads is one of the favorite pastimes for elk. These elk were planning to get to the other side of the road. As the first batch moved, the remaining kept pondering whether to cross or not, but then some more decided to cross, and eventually, after much drama, all of them crossed the road. These guys really need some unity. We hope you enjoyed this video. For more such videos, please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and hit the like button. Share this video with your friends and family members. Do tell us your views on these clips about these wild animal encounters on roads in the comments section. Have a great day, and we hope to see you again in another exciting video.